The climatic spa of Thalfang is an Ortsgemeinde, a municipality belonging to a Verbandsgemeinde, a kind of collective municipality, in the Bernkastel-Wittlich district in Rhineland-Palatinate, Germany. It is the seat of the Verbandsgemeinde of Thalfang am Erbeskopf. Geography. Location. The municipality lies in the western Hunsrück on the Hunsrückenstrasse, some 7 kilometers northwest of the Erbeskopf. Thalfang lies roughly 25 kilometers southeast of Wittlich and 25 kilometers east of Trier. Through the municipality flows the Thalfanger Bach. Constituent communities. Thalfang's only outlying Ortsteil is Basch. History. In 632, Thalfang had its first documentary mention. Beginning in the 12th century, Thalfang belonged to the Mark Dronecken. On a map of the Archbishopric of Trier from 1645, the village is shown as Thalfing. Only under French rule was the Mark Dronecken dissolved, and the mayoralties of Thalfang and Thalfang came into being. To the mayoralty of Thalfang also belonged the villages of Basch, Bertscheid, Duselbach, Dronecken, Ertgert, Hillscheid, Amert, Malborn, Rorot, and a place called Roderbach, which was forsaken about 1900. However, only 19 years later, once the Prussians held sway in the region, the mayoralties of Thalfang and Thalfang were united into an entity called the Amt of Thalfang. Since 1947, Thalfang has belonged to the state of Rhineland-Palatinate. On the 7th of June 1969, the Ortsgemeinde of Basch was amalgamated with Thalfang. In the years from 1969 to 1972, the Ortsgemeinden of Grafendron, Horeth, Mischbach, Budlich, Bright and Heidenberg were grouped together with Thalfang to form the Verbandsgemeinde of Thalfang am Erbeskopf. Among other historical events, it might be noted that Erich Honecker, later the East German leader, worked as a roofer in the 1920s during construction of what was then to be the new town hall. Politics. Municipal Council. The council is made up of 16 council members, who are elected by proportional representation at the municipal election held on the 7th of June 2009, and the honorary mayor as chairman. The municipal election held on the 7th of June 2009 yielded the following results. Coat of arms. The municipality's arms might be described thus: argent across a baston to dexter gules, surmounting the center of which 2 salmon adorst of the field between 4 crosses, or, in sinister chief, an arched church gateway with gates closed, sable. The red cross on the silver field refers to the former allegiance to the electorate of Trier. The 2 salmon among the 4 golden crosses are drawn from the arms formerly borne by the Counts of Salm. They refer to Count Ernst, the only one of the Waldgraves and Rheingraves from this family who was buried at the graveyard in Thalfang. The salmon motif is also carved into his gravestone. The Rost, the way into the churchyard, stands as a symbol for the oldest building in Thalfang. Economy and infrastructure. Established businesses. Thalfang is headquarters to the Hochwald Nahrungsmittelwerke, the biggest commercial enterprise in the Trier region and one of Germany's biggest dairy businesses. Transport. Thalfang lies on the Hunsrückenstrasse between Hermeskeil and Moorbach. Tourism. The idyllic location and the proximity to tourist destinations such as the Moselle, Trier and the Erbeskopf, as well as the relatively short distance to Luxembourg and France, make Thalfang a popular holiday destination. Famous people. Sons and daughters of the town. Thalfang's foremost son is the rabbi and philosopher Samuel Hirsch. The German engineer and chemist Wilhelm Cathel died in Thalfang in 1944.